Hello and welcome back to another episode of Tales of Arise. Sorry for the late start today. Very busy day, very late night. But I'm going to stream another hour or so. See how far I can get. I just gotta figure out what's going on. So I can feel pain now again. I lost my mask entirely. The Monocle looks stupid without the mask. It's pathetic. I hate it. Give me my mask back. I want it back. I missed my monocle mask combination. It fit perfectly. Not to our butterfly wings.
Niori. Shion.
Now you need to look like a fool.
Damn it.
I have to fight by myself. 31? What's your skill? What's your skill?
Eternal devastation! No escape!
God.
Eternal devastation! Swallow blade! Eternal devastation!
Fuck off. Jumped it.
Swallow blade! Eternal devastation! Try harder!
Get good, bro.
Eternal devastation!
Ow, you
Eternal devastation! Strike! Slash! Crush! It's on! Raining down! You're mine! Eat dirt!
Oh, that's right. Fuck. I can't.
Eternal devastation! Crush! Eternal devastation!
I can't.
Eternal devastation!
Oh gosh, my up is so weak now also.
Crush! Slash! Crush!
Oh my gosh, this fight's going on forever already.
Eternal devastation!
I think I might need to use those damn items now. Make my guy more useful.
Devastation! Crush! Slash! Crush!
Alright, see him behind.
Be still! You're mine! Tear!
Can't hear him behind.
Slash! Eternal devastation! No escape! This one's all mine! You're mine! It's over! Crush! Crush!
Okay. That was annoying. Now you're a pansy.
Alvin?
Frinwell.
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right? Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Frinwell. Where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
They're not questioning where his monocle
Are
went?
you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
Tired Avenger? What does that fucking mean? Why'd she get this? And she just spare her moral enemy on this. Oh, okay. Oh, damn, I have a lot of stuff built up for you. Yeah, do Holy Lands. I do reduce casting. Gosh, there's so much. Owls met 80%, Ironclad 3%, Bibliophile, Ice Cream. Gosh, there's so much for you. Distance. And reduce our casting. It's fine. Distance. Attack. Ooh. Turn that. Yeah, sure. What can I do? Trying to get anything? Yeah, these. My attack boosted. Sure.
We won.
Sticky tentacles. Sticky testicles. Lemons! Gosh, I'm so weak now. Astral crystal? Come here, I need to kill more of your testicles.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Not on my watch!
Elusive
Ready,
blade!
charge!
You picked the wrong fight!
Is it hot? Just best it out again! In here! I'll be safe from this!
Ow. Fuck.
Raging
It hurt.
More where that came from! Long flight! Lightning condemned!
Benediction.
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down.
Holy Land!
Eagle blade! You're mine! Swallow blade! Eternal devastation! Totally!
What can I do now?
Impact rock!
A scream.
Gale Force! Raging Cascade!
Got him.
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Ooh. You're hooing at me. Oh, I see you up there. No! No cutscene!
Speaking of Thistleum, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now, trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
Start to examine it from? Examine it from over here. You see it? Excuse me, sir, I see you. I see you! Why can't I fucking examine you? Oh my gosh. Pain in the ass. Ugh. I thought I saw something else glimmering. Alright. Now to spend the next hour trying to figure out how to get this goddamn bird. Yes, I know you're right there. You're a fucking bitch. Seems like it should be from right here. Oh, there it is. Finally. Now I can give Dohalim double eye patches. I just got fun with that.
You're saying...
It's really funny like that.
we should check the owl forest?
No, thank you.
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah. And now we can finally go rescue Xion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
Oh, my beautiful butterfly wings. I'm so pretty.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Dahnan?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping.
Gosh, the butterfly wing.
I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight.
Yeah, I'm weak now. I can't do
This
shit.
is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone?
I'm ready to die. I'm old, baby.
Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I'm so weak now.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
I'm more of a hindrance. But my butterfly wings are beautiful.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
I think you're a pansy. For thinking your thoughts. Thistle 'em. Thistle 'em. In here. Regrouping. Alright. More cutscenes. There's been a lot of cutscenes.
You're
recently.
certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renin sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Dahnan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I'd never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renin, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renin. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Yay.
Who the hell am I?
I'm immortal.
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, Just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
Hello. Cat lady.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis, anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana.
Yeah, good woman.
She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
By slaughtering them
In all
again.
honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting. To strive no matter what.
Yeah, too bad you
And I
lost
was
an
out
eye
of
in
line.
the war.
I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
I got my butterfly wings. That's what I was fighting for. I wanted to be pretty. Why is there even a chest out here? That's why you're leaving it out there. It's useless. I got you now. Beef. Where's the beef? It's in that chest. Where the hell's way out there? Start swimming. Who are you? Sea breams. Cool, take it. Very well. I'm gonna talk to you now. I'm gonna end with law.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Xion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today.
Or they weren't so weak.
Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
I guess that other guy is also
First it was Xion, then it was
just
me,
like a better version
and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah.
Because he was killing
all this time you were suffering right in front of me.
He was killing the Zeugles and the
never even
Renans
knew.
use Zeugles as like their pet.
I feel
They can,
like
control them, I guess.
I finally understand what you and
I'm
Xion
guessing
were
he's
going
not a
through.
Renan though. He's a Danon
You couldn't have known.
who's got the
Still,
same
if you want to make it
power,
up to her,
but
shouldn't we
more
hurry it up and rescue her
successfully
already? Poor
transferred, I
Xion must
guess
be
you wanna
lonely,
say.
all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
That's even my new guess. Yeah, I didn't say it's coming. I'll be 100% honest. Which I guess makes it a good twist. Yeah. Still not sure on how I feel about the quote-unquote twist. As I mean, everything makes sense. My problem with it is, how are they gonna turn me back to not feel pain or be able to wield the fire sword now? I feel like it's gonna be something cheesy, like love or something like that. I love you so much, I can't
Alphen,
feel the pain with you.
Are we gonna go rescue Xion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man. Snap out of it. This isn't like
Why the
you.
hell are people send off fireworks?
Look, I get it.
It's fucking
You
awesome.
finally remember your past, only to feel
Shut
like
up.
you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Xion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
So that means Niari must be Shion's, like, grandmother?
My power
Great
consumed me
grandmother?
once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again.
Good.
I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
I don't. Alphen's a bitch.
Back to the inn, I guess.
I mean, I guess the other thing to do is the sovereign power is to cause him to not feel pain. And he's suppressing his sovereign power because he doesn't want to go rampant again. I mean, I guess that's something they could do. Like, that's probably the most likely step that they take. That's the only thing I think that. That's the only way I can think that they can make this work. The sovereign powers would actually stop them from feeling pain.
Alphen! There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Bumbling fighter extraordinaire. Alright,
Look sharp, people.
alright. There you go.
If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Why now? That's on me. I'm a bitch. Come on, we're gonna finally sniff this village out. Let's go, this is all we have. Fine, pretend to care. Is it our boss, Zoogle? Kinda hope not. We get shit.
Remember, if the pain's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let
Dodge, 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 dodge!
Firm no Zoogle policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
I'll fix you.
I'll finish you here and then.
I can feel you where you stand. You picked the wrong fight.
Its armor won't save you, then I'll split it open.
Be my guest.
I'm on this.
Swallow blade. Eternal devastation. Crush.
in here!
Eternal devastation.
An astral arch?
That's my cue!
Nothing gets by me.
Shut him down!
Now!
My turn. Boost of regeneration.
Blah, 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 blah.
I'll tear you
Hold
suffer in
on.
silence.
Eternal devastation. Crush. Lightning thrust.
Now!
Hurricane strike.
I'll finish you here. All good things come to an end.
Radiant
Ow.
Eternal devastation.
Eagle of Flight.
Eternal devastation. Time.
Now you see what I can do. Everlasting Talon Hurricane.
Eat dirt.
Inferno Punch.
Swallow blade. Eternal devastation. Take it.
Now!
It's going. In an instant. Impact clock.
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleum kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too.
Are you a strong bastard?
My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me, and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore.
Gosh, I'm completely exhausted.
Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron, and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
Gosh, I'm so weak.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the...
Mahavar gone missing.
By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait. Don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but...
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
Oh, the captain dude. Right.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine. Let's get going.
Not the captain! What are you with, bro?
Okay.
You putting off our Zeugles, yeah? Big
Why?
favorite ass. Alright, wait, thought the Zeugles are trying to get us the ocean. What are they? Those ain't trying to attack us, they're stealing our fish. Yeah, these ape Zeugles. They got huge arms, they use to smash surface of the water and create big shockwaves. Stun the fish, fix them to the surface and right for the
Damn it.
And learned how to do that recently, and they've gotten damn good at it because they're making the rest of us go hungry.
What?
Yeah, sure is. Fish grow on trees, so fish ain't good for the
Is
water.
that so?
Attention. The matter which they fish, not the actual fishing part. You guys know what it takes to drive those crazy monkeys out. Can you count on you to help?
Okay.
Great job.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready to fight a-holes. All day, every
I'll
day.
teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight.
Sorry. Bye-bye.
You're...
Alright, another cutscene.
Thistlein was founded by Danans fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
How are they gonna stop us?
I suppose
Kick
that
their
makes
ass.
sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
Threats, threats, threats,
You
threats.
saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon.
Convent. Gosh, more cutscenes. They've only had
Something's
35
on your
minutes of
mind.
cutscenes.
You having second thoughts about rescuing Shion?
Of course not. Shion's our friend. Almeidrea was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Shion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almeidrea was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense? Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life.
Damn,
It's only natural for you to feel
Is there a
disoriented.
counter for how long
You
spent
didn't give in to
cutscenes?
the hatred you felt for Almeidria. You made a choice
Yeah, my
not to
biggest
kill
problem
her,
with this is I only have
and
one
that's
healing spell
significant,
now.
whether you realize it or not. As for what it means
And a
exactly,
resurrection spell.
that might be worth taking some
Don't
time to
mess
figure
up.
out on your own.
Some time.
Man, it's brutal.
Or don't.
Shion's
If you don't
healing
want
was
to.
great.
It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Let's go back to the end. Fuck that. I'll go back to them later. I'm a boss. Do 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 do. I'm a boss. Find a way to Pelagion, defeat 4 Terrapin Fists.
You sense one of...
It feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hoodle?
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered could be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
Found tomatoes. Ran right past.
No choice. Inferno punch!
Ow.
You gotta just recover, okay?
Away! Eternal devastation! Be still!
More where that came from.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Crushing pile timer! You're mine! Dragon shout! Crush! Can you take it? Swallow blade! Tear you apart! I'm just getting started!
Air thrust.
Ow! Fuck.
Crush! Swallow blade! Shine! Radiant! You're mine! It's over!
Supernova.
This one's all mine!
Allow me to help
Here.
you.
More from the stockpile.
Eat this! Captivity! Core!
Light astral energy. More where that
Gosh, I'm so weak. What the hell's down there?
I'm ready for the next battle.
Am I supposed to like know at the Hulu farm or something? Barbed crystal, thermal rock. What fish is that?
There it is. That's our target.
Hi, monkey.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Crush! I can carve through armor! Rocket!
Wind astral energy. Are those arms even
Take
natural?
this!
Lightning orb.
Eternal devastation!
Lightning
No
contact.
escape!
Thunderblade. Illuminate magic and attack. Holy lamp.
Innocent deity! Swallow blade! Eternal devastation! Radiant light!
Not on
Force
my
of
watch.
regeneration!
stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Benediction light.
Raging Storm!
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
You picked the wrong fight! Elusive deity! Eternal devastation! Crush! Do it! Swallow blade! Long! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
And this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now's not the best time for Elda Menancia Prime.
Like, to the extreme, you guys are worthless.
Is that the Zoogle we were told to dispatch?
I'll fight you guys. I'm supposed to kill you, 2 more you guys.
Ow! Now you see what I can do!
Can't get out of sight!
Talon Form! Eternal devastation! All finish you here and now! Burn! Denied!
Now!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block! Eternal devastation! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Alright. Good.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
It's over here. Can I get there in time? No, I did not. Barbed crystal, silver chunks. Perfect.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Wait, is that all this was? Oh, oh, it was just 2 things. I look like a fucking poodle. Forged weapons. A thunder nail. Sure. Gosh, now I'm actually using you again. Wait. Hold on. Why couldn't I make that?
Have you got... Has checked your equipment lately?
No more spirit tails. Can now make this. Gosh, I get 63 astral crystal. My golly. accessory. %% penetration reduces. Oh my lord. Reduces physical damage. Movement speed. I do like running around like an idiot. We'll admit. Still don't have any garnet. Oh. It's only 3s. 1s. Alright, that might be it for me today. I got to my hour point. Let me do one rest. Probably be another cutscene or two in here. I get those out of the way.
I've caught a good amount of fish, as it turns out.
I had no idea there were so many.
Oh, you've seen nothing yet. There's a whole...
Dr.
Dolan,
Dolan.
care if I hang out for a while? I wanted to ask you something.
I'm all ears.
How much contact did you have with the other lords back in the day?
I only saw or exchanged words with them on a handful of occasions. Not that I was particularly keen on even that much.
Almeidrea made it sound like the two of you had some kind of history together.
She was like that with all of the lords, not just me. She was always interested in who she could use, who had value for her own ends. Having said that, she wasn't quite so brazen back when we were still in Lenegis. In a sense, she may have been a victim of the crown contest as well.
Almeidrea? A victim?
To a Renan, there is no greater honor in life than being chosen to serve as a lord, let alone to go on and become the next sovereign. We are taught that from the day we leave the womb. There are few Renans who wouldn't be ecstatic at the prospect of ascending to lordship.
You were like that though, right? You've always struck me as a more grounded guy.
No sane Renan would ever dare admit that their interests lie in anything but power and prestige, even if they feel so in their heart of hearts.
The more you talk about it, the more it seems like the crown contest is nothing but misery for Renans, too.
Which is why I seek to end it. Not that I imagine Danon such as Rinwell are all that interested in hearing tales of woe such as mine.
Yeah, go to
We'd best get ready for tomorrow.
That's gonna be it for me today. Tomorrow's Sunday. I'll probably go back to Medieval Dynasty. And
Once we finish eating, we should get going.
But thank you for watching. Got a lot of storyline, a lot of cutscenes, a lot of remembering. Yeah, that's basically it. Didn't really do too much. I had like 5 or 6 fights. And the rest of the hour has been freaking cutscenes. But nonetheless, got a lot of background information. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Goodbye.